Welcome to our video. I was supposed to do this on Friday and I ran into some problems, and here we go. This is a program that I've written to track visitors to a website. You can use this and put it on your own website and do whatever you want with it and change it in any way you might find more beneficial to your own purposes. So basically starts with a bunch of remarks in here telling you what I'm about to do, and I threw in the beginning here little code here to create the table that I'm going to use and all the fields that are defined within the table. And you can take this and paste it into your MySQL, PHP MySQL, and it will create the table for you and to make your life a little bit easier. So we start with that in those remarks, and then what we do is, first thing we do is we use a server command in PHP, and it says if server request method equals not equal to post. That's what the exclamation point equals means. Then that tells you that the form has not been submitted. So this is normally where the thing would start working. And then if we look at what's after that, that's where we go out of the PHP code with the question mark greater than symbol, and we start putting in the beginning of our HTML document, which says doc type equals HTML, and then we have begin HTML, and then we have begin head, and then after that we have a title for the page, the end heading, the body begins here. Within the body is going to be our form. A heading here that says add your name to our visitor list. And we have our form in here with the method being post. And notice this post here in the method coordinates with this post here in the request method, so that if they did not submit a post, then it's going to go right into this rather than the next part. And within here, this is going to just show us the form. It's going to say your name, your gender, your email, and add any comments that you might have for it. And you notice that the current date is not shown here at all, because that gets handled by the database itself. So we've got this form filled out, and our last little bit here is the input type of submit, and that creates a little button, and I'm going to show you on my working screen here. This is that actual program running right here. So here I would put in my name, put in my gender, put in my email, and put in my comment, and then I click on the submit button. And when I click the submit, I want to show you what's next after this. So that submit button is the last thing you're going to see of that first page. And the next time it reloads after you hit submit, it's going to process this information down here in the else part. And we're going to have a variable called server name, which is localhost. In most cases it would be this. The username is the username of the database. The password is the password of the MySQL database server. The DB name is the actual database name that you're using. And then you start the code of what you want it to do with all those pieces of information. So we're going to create a connection, and we're going to say connection, or CONN, abbreviation for connection, is a new MySQLi with parameters server name, username, password, and DB name. So that opens up a whole set of function built into PHP that then connects the PHP program that we are running right here to the database server that's also running on our server. And then it says, if the connection has a connect error, then die, which means stop running the program, and put out the message saying connection failed, and show the connection error. And if it did not have a problem, then we're going to say from the post array, you could look up _post on php.net and see everything that it does, but it's basically going to take everything from a posted form and it's going to have in there as a named array. So we got post name, post gender, post email, and post comment, which are the 4 array pieces of our form up here, which was the post method equals post, and we have name, gender, email, and content. Name, gender, email, and comment, so they match up perfectly. And then we take and create an SQL statement, which is just standard text. And in this standard text, we have to type in commands to tell the MySQL server what to do. And if we make any mistakes in here, we will get an error from the SQL server. And that would come out on the screen as well. Insert into visitors, that's the name of the table that we created. The name, the gender, the email, and the comment. Those are the field names. And then the values are the strings that we took in, which we threw them from the post variables into local variables. So we show the local variables in here, like so. And then we come back to, well, what happens after that? And we say, if the connection query SQL is true, which means it had no errors, then throw the last ID from that command into a variable called last ID. It's called the insert ID in the MySQL process that was running. And then we're going to echo that a new record was created successfully. The last inserted ID is, and it shows that on the screen. So now if I hit submit, I should see this little bit of writing right here. So I do, and it says new record created, last inserted ID is 2. Because I did this once before we made the video. So that's why it's 2 rather than 1. So anyways, this is all here, and you can also use the PHP MySQL, and that's basically the end of the program. You can use the MySQL server on your website. Sorry about that. So now if I refresh this view here, you will now see that I have the 2 entries right here, and I can edit those and have full access to the data that was put in. This would work as well on a server on the internet, just like it does. This is my local WAMP server, and it would also run on your server on the internet, so you would just type in all that code into an index HTML file. If you have an issue where nothing shows, first thing you should do is go into your phpMyAdmin into the PHP settings, and make sure that display errors is enabled. And if I look at that on, let me get to my web hosting here, one sec. So if I come into here and log into my web hosting, I'm using Hostinger, which I've been very pleased with for quite some time. If you want to try that, it's Hostinger. And I log into this. And go to my websites and go to classes. Go to my dashboard. And if I go down here into advanced, there's PHP configuration. And when I go into this, it asks me which PHP version I want to use. And then we have extensions and we have options. Under option, let's see here. There's display errors. So that would be where, and now you notice I did turn them on. I do have this program running on the server. So if you wanted to see it in action, you can come to it on this web server, and this is under classes .dpl21.biz/240913, and you could fill out the form.
Alexa, what time is it? Thank you.
And click on submit. Not as quick as localhost, that's for sure. Either that or I have a bug in there. I think I would have been notified of a bug. What is going on? Well, anyway, that was odd. It's not working here.
Thank you.
It's because I changed the content. Well, that should be working. Okay, I'm not sure why. I will figure it out and maybe put another video up, but it should work for you. So give it a shot. Let me know if you have any issues, anything you'd like me to show you else how to do. Just put that in the remarks on the video. I'd be happy to take your requests. So we'll talk to you the next time I do a video. You take care and subscribe to the channel and you'll be notified of any new videos that come in. And I'll keep posting on Meetup too when I post a new video. So have a great week. Take care.